It's Monday the 6th of May and it's a public holiday in the UK, so we've not really been working today, but I need to get some orders picked ahead of tomorrow. So today's effectively what a normal Sunday would be like for me in terms of getting orders ready and prepped to get out early in the morning. So on Bricklink, we have got 9 orders, 217 lots and 907 items. Fairly modest in terms of value, etc. We did post out a bunch of stuff on Saturday because of the long weekend, which could be impacting these, but it wasn't an enormous amount. Similarly on Brickowl, we've got 9 on there as well, 169 lots, another 480 items, and eBay remains fairly slow with just 4 orders on there. I've picked the first batch and I haven't got much room at the moment because of other things I've got going on in the room. So the first batch is relatively small, but I'll take you through them just to tell you what we've got, and then I can get them packed away and on with the next lot. Here we've got a Bricklink order. This is for a local buyer who messaged me over the weekend and asked if he could pick these up on Tuesday, so I'll get that packed and he'll drop by tomorrow for those. Then onto eBay, we've got a harpy going out there. We've got a white dinosaur from Jurassic Park. We've got 3 clone troopers and Justin Finch Fletchley from Harry Potter, and then we're on to the Bricklink and Brickowl orders. The way I always do these, as you'll know if you watch this, is you know, I tend to go with the smaller orders first, so most of these will be fairly small. A bunch of spares going out here. We've got a couple of half globes. Interestingly, they've gone for the same half. Both of them are South American halves, so I'm assuming they've got the other corresponding halves to make the full globes. Small order for some Technic bricks, some yellow brackets going out there. We've got some Bionicle weapons and a few other things going out in that order. Then some of these lift arms. We've got an order here going out to Poland with a few Egyptian themed things, with the sarcophagus there and some old purple and light purple parts there. We've got this yellow part, I think was only ever in one set. I've had one of these before. This one was sold for £1.50 and just listed that last week, and that's going out. Looks like someone's putting together a Kai minifig there. And then we've got some of these supports in lime green, and a few other bits of plates and things, and then an order for a couple of minifigs and minifig parts. So I'll get that lot packed away and ready for the post, and then we'll crack on with the next batch. Tuesday morning, and we've been picking the last batch of orders. A couple of extra orders came in, but nothing too major to report. Rushing now to get everything packed and off to the post office. So we've got some of these rigid hoses going out on Bricklink, a whole bunch of circular plates and some minifig parts and weapons. Small parts order, lots of plates going out here, and I'm just going to whiz over these pretty quickly. There's nothing too much to mention. This is one of the orders that was just over 100 lots. This is the other one. They've bought all sorts like these little trans domes there, and just all kinds of stuff in that. And then we've got a little pink skateboard and a friend's figure, some instructions, and some of the less popular colours with lots of coral and purple going out. Some Star Wars minifig parts, And then this one just came in this morning, which is a bunch of Technic related stuff and other bits and pieces. So we're going to get those packed up and add them to the pile, and time to get off to the post office. I've got something a little bit unusual that I found in one of the tubs of bulk. I've got this bag of plates here, but what's unusual is that they're all covered in these dark blue trans studs. I can only assume that whoever's done this has been using it as a kind of water effect in a large mock or something like that. So I've now got to go through and strip off all of these studs off these plates, and then I can get the plates into the store. So I've managed to remove all of the studs from the plates, and it was a little bit tedious. Probably took half an hour or so because of just how fiddly it was getting the studs off, and you know, not having them fly all over the place. But as a result, this is what I've got. I ended up with 1,598 studs as a result of removing them from those plates, which I think is a nice result. Not an enormous amount of money or anything. It'll certainly increase the item count, but it also means that I can get these plates listed now and get those added to the store, as well as the studs. Wednesday morning, and we've got 6 orders in this morning across Bricklink and Brickhouse. So let's see what we've got going out. Here we've got an order. This is over 100 items. I had a few orders yesterday that were over 100 items actually. I think more than 4 orders were pretty large ones, and these were all minifig related parts. All heads, torsos and legs, sort of 1 of each, 2 of each, that kind of thing. This one I'll skip over because that's one that you've already seen. I was just waiting for a customer to confirm, because they'd ordered these purple plates, and 2 of them are actually, I think, a light purple versus purple, and just wanted to check they were okay with that. Another order for over 100 lots of plates and bricks and things. That's from a regular customer. And then I think we're truly sort of into minifig territory, which tends to be the case over the slower months, I find at least. And here we've got some capes and some minifig parts. A couple of minifig figures going out. These are both from Destiny's Bounty. And then we've got 3 of the Super Battle droids, and we've got a Batmite going out and a couple of other parts there with that. So we get those packed up, and then we can start adding some more things to the store. And I think I'm going to start sorting through some the minifig bin that I've got, see some of the parts that we found in the tub the other week, and get some of that lot listed. So I've spent a little while adding minifig related parts and a few minifigs as well, not very many, and nothing super exciting except for one I'll show in a minute. But that's resulted in me getting 431 items in 265 lots for about £200. Things like the skeleton horse in the glow in the dark that I think I mentioned previously, and then various accessories and things like this little crow here, which goes on the headgear from the Lone Ranger set. I think nearly £4 for that. Lots of other bits and pieces, some old capes there, and just all sorts of stuff. And another minifig there, and a few other accessories, swords, tiles, etc. And then I ended up finding, which was really nice, an arm for a General Grievous minifig. And what was nice about that is it was an item that was on my wanted list. So that's meant that I've been able to complete General Grievous, and I'll be able to get him listed and available for sale. Haven't priced him up properly here. Average price is coming up at £17.70 something. Decided to hang on to this for now because this, along with a torso and head, make up a figure that's about £20, and the parts to make the figure up are relatively low cost, about £1 a piece. So that's the actual expensive bit if anyone was wanting to make the figure. So I'm probably going to order those and list the figure when I've got the parts. Lots of hair pieces as well, all female hair pieces added. And I just got to go through it all now, make sure I've got it all priced as I want it priced, and then I can upload it and get it all for sale. So I'm back up in the spare room, and you might remember that a little while ago I showed this room and it had lots of modular buildings in it, and all of those modular buildings sold, with the exception of the bookstore, which is still for sale. So I'm happy with that just being there as a bit of an ornament. I'm glad that I've freed up some space, managed to get some cassettes and things out the loft that I was after. Also still got the Ferris wheel, which I'm on the verge of possibly breaking down if that doesn't go. So I'll see how that goes. But I'm up here because when I was in the loft recently, I found some boxes that I've been looking for. Found the Doctor Who box. Also found the Ghostbusters box, which means I can now get the Doctor Who set, which I've just looked on eBay. Probably looking at around £125 for that. And the Ghostbusters set, probably looking at about 70 for that as well. Now, I also found the Wally box, which I had been looking for, and had you know, been unable to locate it, but did sell the Wally without the box. Now, looking on Bricklink, people are selling the box alone for about $25. There's none available in the UK. So I'm thinking of shoving it on Bricklink for, I don't know, probably 15-20 quid, I would think, for an empty box. Seems a bit ridiculous, but it's in perfect condition, and I guess would increase the value of someone's set if they had one without the box. So I'll probably do that because it's of little use to me, to be honest. So I'm going to take some pictures of these. Probably going to try them on local Facebook first, just because I hate paying the eBay fees on larger amounts. And then I need to think about what to do with the trains. And I've also got this train station, which I might get photographed and listed locally as well, just to save sort of breaking that down and things. So I'm going to get some pictures taken and I'll get these listed. I'm just in the middle of adding plates to the store, and I just thought, first of all, I'll show you this thing, which is actually still on my desk. I very nearly threw this away because I thought, well, that's not Lego, it's rubbery, and it's got a sort of hard plastic bit through it. But did a search on Brickstore, and it turns out it is a genuine Bionicle part. And not only that, it is, if I do a quick pricing, it's worth about £2.70. So glad I didn't throw it away, for sure. I need to get it put away, along with the plates. Been listing some others but just thought I'd show you what we've got going out today. Going to go to the post office shortly. So on eBay, eBay, as I've said several times, has really slowed down, but that partly because I'm not adding anything to the store, but I do wonder about the future of eBay for me, because I'm not buying many new sets at the moment, and therefore I'm not adding new minifigs, and I'm just not sure that eBay is a great place for me. I've never really found that the used minifigures sell all that well, certainly not in comparison to the new ones, so that's something I really need to think about. In terms of next order, we've got some instruction books going out. Was amazed how much I sold this for. It's like about 25p or something, and you know, instruction booklets can be, you know, really just not worth the while, to be honest. In this order, we've got a few reddish brown parts going out. These spears are close to £3 each, which are worth moving on, of course. And then this is another order from someone who reached out to me last week and bought something last week, who are building mocks on their buildable channel. They did send me a link. I'll have to try and dig that out and show you guys. Then we've got some trans purple things going out, again bionicle things, and then a few other bits and pieces here, some glow in the dark round 1x1 bricks, and a few other bits and pieces. So not an awful lot, but we'll get them packed up nevertheless, and off to the depot, and we'll continue to work through some of the used and upload. Friday morning, and we've just 5 orders going out this morning. On eBay, we've got a Poppy from the Trolls, and then a small order with a few various parts and minifig parts included, and then another order with a bunch of Ninjago figures, 5 figs there, and then a bunch of weapons and things like that. Small order for some plates, and then a little order going off to Spain with a couple of minifigs and a couple of parts in there. So pretty quick picking this morning, and just need to get these packed up and off to the post office and get cracking with the day's activities. Well, something a little different, and something I've been putting off for probably a couple of years, if I'm honest, which is to try and rebuild a castle. And it's castle 375. The picture doesn't show it very well here, but I've got a bunch of parts, got the plates. I'm pretty sure I'm some parts missing, but I'm hoping I can find them in the inventory, or I'll get an order placed. And I do have a little tub of all of the figures, which is really why I'm trying to build this. So I'll see how far I can get, and report back a little bit later to tell you how I'm getting on. Well, I've managed to build the castle. There's a couple of things missing, but not very much at all. There is a plate missing from here, a 4x6 light grey plate, which I don't have. And there are 2 red fence pieces, one either side. And there are 6 little windows, red windows, that should go here, which are also missing. So if I'm going to sell it complete, I'm going to have to pick up those parts. Not sure how easy they are to get yet. In terms of the stickers, I've tried to use bricks that already had the stickers on, but that wasn't doable in some cases, like this one. So you can see some of the stickers are not in the best condition. The figures are all really pretty good for their age, I think. I'm missing 1 grey axe, and I need to put a hand on this figure, but apart from that, that's all pretty good. And then I've got the rest of the figures over here. I just need to finish making the horse up, Need to find a slope for that, and got a few sort of leftover stickered parts. These must have been extra stickers or something, because I can't see where they would actually go. Now, interestingly, had a few parts left over, which is a little bit surprising, but it might just be that when I've been putting parts together and sort of counting them, etc., that I've just miscounted. So not worried about that at all. I followed the instructions, built it to those instructions. Now the question is, you know, whether to bother getting those parts. I guess I should, just to make it complete, and then try and sell it. Looks like it's going for around £200, or at least that's what most of them are listed for. I don't have instructions, so we'll see. I might just try it on a local Facebook, even with the missing parts, and see if I can't move it that way. Next job is I'm just getting this ready for someone to collect. Put this on Facebook yesterday, and it was immediately snapped up for 70 quid. Also listed the Doctor Who set, but no movement on that as yet. So they're supposed to be here any minute, so yeah, just get that one out of the way, put it over here, and I can crack on with getting more stuff put away. I've got such a mess going on. I'm just about to fill another bag of 1x bricks. I've got parts all over the place where I've been sorting out, and you can see the castle sticking out over there. I need to find somewhere for that to go. So yeah, real mess going on. I need to get tidied up a little bit and get reorganized a bit. I'm just working through some more stuff that I brought back from the container. I brought this tub back, which was full of bags that I'd filled from drawers from the old Brick Pickers store that I'd just never gotten around to adding to the store. And as you can see, I found a bag here that's got loads of nice Technic hoses. So adding those to the store, as well as some of these lift arms and other bits and pieces. Already also added lots of printed pieces, really just to get the lot count up, and you know, in the hope that it entices more people through multiple lots, or you know, to pick this up and pick some basic things up along the way as well. But moreover, it's just a case of working through and clearing out some of the backlog. The more we can get done, the better.